Today, I'm going to share with you 10 characteristics of psychopaths. But please note that just because someone has these characteristics doesn't mean that they are a psychopath. Please don't use this information to judge someone. So let's take a look at the characteristics of psychopaths one by one. First, they are geniuses at image management. When their true identity is revealed, many people around them are very surprised. They wonder, could someone this charming and convincing really do such a bad thing? They are good at packaging themselves in a convincing way, and they are also likable and charming people. They are often witty and well-spoken, and the things they do in class and for self-development are just for the purpose of showing off. They put a lot of effort into managing their public image and impressing others. Second, they are easily hurt by even the slightest criticism. They perceive and react very sensitively to insults or criticism. The slightest provocation sets them off in an explosion of aggression. They are impatient, short-tempered, and demanding people who can't stand failure and disciplinary criticism and get inappropriately angry or aggressive at the slightest thing. What's unusual about them is that they quickly forget about it as if nothing happened and restore normalcy. They don't admit that they have a problem with controlling their anger because they think their aggressive behavior is just a natural response to provocation. Third, they have a self-centered mindset, or narcissism. Psychopaths see themselves as special human beings who can ignore all laws and norms, and they think they can do anything they set their minds to. Since they are the center of the world, they think that the normal rules that people follow don't mean much to them. They tend to always overestimate themselves while severely undervaluing others. Fourth, they talk about big things but never put in the effort. They talk a big game about how they're going to get something done, but they have no idea what it will take to realistically accomplish that goal. For example, a psychopathic entrepreneur thinks they're so good they can do anything. They're always talking about bold goals, but they're always trying to do things with other people's money. They're constantly coming up with ideas and business plans, but they never actually accomplish anything. Fifth, they lie for a living, constantly cheat and exploit people, and feel no remorse at all. Normal people can resist temptation and feel guilty with their own inner sense of conscience. Our inner standards play the role of police in our minds and control our behavior. But psychopaths don't have this inner standard. They are completely unaffected by social norms or conscience. Sixth, they justify and rationalize their actions. They may claim that their behavior was for the sake of the victim and believe that they are the real victim, even though they are the abuser. They may talk about being abused as a child to gain sympathy and play the victim. They may take advantage of the widespread acceptance of childhood abuse by blaming their faults or problems on being abused as a child. They may take advantage of good people who take this at face value and sympathize with them. Seventh, they always crave power. These are the people who believe that the world is made up of predators and prey. They believe that it is foolish not to take advantage of other people's weaknesses, especially to mock and target the weak. They're somehow superhumanly good at finding those weaknesses. They're outrageously bossy, they're arrogant, they try to control others, and it's all about power. Eighth, they are good at lying and deception. They're never embarrassed when they're caught. They don't care at all if they're found out to be liars. This is really strange in the minds of normal people. When they lie, they don't just tell 100% lies. They mix in bits of truth to make them more believable. They say that the average person doesn't suspect that they are lying because they have the right amount of truth mixed in. People trust them more because they always remain calm, confident, and shameless, no matter what they are plotting. In their daily life, they tell big and small lies all the time, and sometimes they don't even realize that they are lying, and they are proud of how good they are at deceiving others. Ninth, psychopaths are stimulus seekers. They are easily bored. They are always craving stimulation. This intense need for stimulation frequently leads them to antisocial criminal behavior. They may even commit crimes just for the thrill of excitement. Psychologists describe them as being like newborn babies who focus only on their needs and demand fiercely until they are fully satisfied. Their emotions are nothing more than a primitive need for immediate gratification, and they are incapable of controlling this need. 10th is a lack of empathy. They can only understand other people's mental states and emotions in their heads, and they can't empathize with other people's feelings or put themselves in their shoes. They don't care about other people's feelings, especially when it comes to events that have traumatized them. Psychopaths don't feel fear and dread very well, probably because their insides are always full of fear and they're used to it. In addition to these 10 characteristics, there are others, such as the inability to learn from experience, lack of understanding, impulsivity, lack of responsibility, inability to think or worry about the future, lack of remorse, and so on. If you are suffering from people with these characteristics, be sure to distance yourself from them as much as possible, and remember that if the situation is serious, it's best to seek professional help. Until next time, I hope all your problems are solved, and I'll see you next time.